and gentlemen, please welcome the Kate AD of Robot Wars, Jeremy Clarkson.
Last week, a new type of war came out of nowhere and rocked the very fabric of society. When the cruise missiles were gingerly lifted from their silos in Berkshire, we figured the world would be a safer place. But we were reckoning without robot wars. World leaders are in a blind panic. Last week it was reported that Tony Blair actually stopped grinning for 5 minutes. Alexander Haig has flown to Buenos Aires, but that's probably a bit silly because for now the fighting is confined to Britain. Tonight, as usual, 6 robots will face assault courses and head-to-head battles on which they must succeed if they want a place in our end-of-series grand final. Let's meet them.
First, from Gillingham, Uglybot.
With a simple pyramid design to ensure greater stability and maximum defence, weighs in at 71.9 kilograms, runs off 2 electric wheelchair motors, and this is clearly a robot to look out for.
From London, Scrapper.
Weighing in at 76.5 kilos, Scrapper might not be the fastest robot in the field, but makes up for it with speed and manoeuvrability. Variable motors give an optimum speed of 10 miles an hour and a 0 turning circle. That could be crucial.
From Mickfield near Stowmarket, Recyclopse.
Completely recycled, cost less than £100 to build. Weighs in at 79.5 kilos, certain to give all opponents a licking with his pneumatically driven steel tongue, a reach of over 90 centimetres.
From Dartford Girls Grammar School, Detonator.
This school-designed robot runs off a lawnmower engine and a 12-volt electric motor salvaged from a Vauxhall Cavalier. Weighs in at 52.5 kilos and runs at a steady 4 miles an hour.
From Cambridge University, Mortis.
Carrying a deadly Japanese piercing blade and one of tonight's heaviest robots, weighs in at 78.4 kilos, designed around 2 12-volt wheelchair motors, giving an optimum speed of 9 miles an hour.
From Lee City Technology College, Leighbot.
Runs off 2 24-volt motors and weighs in at 69 kilos. Leighbot travels at a maximum speed of 3 miles an hour, fashioned from bulletproof stainless steel. Might not be the fastest and deadliest, but certainly full of surprises.
So there they are. Now let's see how they get on in the first of tonight's events.
This is the Gauntlet, a unique opportunity to see man and machine in perfect harmony. At least that's what our roboteers are hoping for, but the path is paved with peril. They have 1.5 minutes to guide their robots to the haven of the finish line, but the strength of Shunt, the scorch of Sergeant Bash, and the might of Matilda are waiting. May any robot that meets them rust in pieces.
Roboteers, stand by.
Our first roboteers, 15-year-olds Robin Williams and Chris Mayland from Lee City Technology College.
Let's demonstrate some of the features. Here's an arm which comes forward with a weapon on the front, and at the rear we've got a grinding disc for grinding the opposition.
3, 2, 1.
And sometimes you've got to grind out results when you don't perform well. Driver Robin taking to the ramp. You can either go the maze, the ramp, or take on the house robot. In comes Bash with the flamethrower. There's the camera on the flamethrower. Oh, blocking tactics by Bash. He stopped the ramp from descending. Now it does. And on it goes, this silver woodlouse Leighbot. The second ramp to negotiate. More flame and smoke. What's that, though? That's a fan! And smoke does not get in your eyes! Magnificent stuff, and we did not know about that, boys. Ingenuity and technology. And Leighbot beyond Matilda. And Leighbot through.
I didn't think you were going to make it that way. You must be feeling great.
Yeah.
Because you didn't think it was going to get up the ramp, did you?
No, we took it a bit of an angle, and it made it.
Well done. Congratulations.
Let's have a look at that innovative fan once again, clearing the way through the smoke so that the boys could see their way through to the end of the course. First to run and already there on the leaderboard.
Roboteers, stand by.
Mike Smith, Mike Rickard and Ken Toogood, all electronics engineers from London.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
They call themselves the On the Edge team. On the edge of the ramp, does it go up there with its maximum climb of 35 degrees? Does it take on the house robot Shunt there on the right of the picture? Or does it go into the maze?
And this is Scrapper. We have some lovely sharp blades on the back, which I hope to do some damage with. We have our control panel here that turns all the motors and the power on. We was going to run on plutonium, but hey, we've had to go to batteries. And on the front, we've got some cutting blades, which we hope are going to do a lot of damage.
It also has its two nasty flashing eyes. No, not on him, on that, you see? And it does take on the maze. Now, this will need some clever driving in there. Around the first area of the maze. A sharp turn required. Ah, it's into the sheep's pen. And this could be lambs to the slaughter. Because Bash and Shunt are closing in. And it could be roast lamb at that. If the torch comes out, and it does. Lamb kebab.
Come on.
That is gallows humour if I've ever seen it.
Stop and deactivate robots.
Well, you seem to be enjoying yourself as months of work was destroyed there. A bit of a change of plan I saw at the beginning, yeah?
Yeah, a bit of a stuck on the ramp, but we thought, well, what, go for the maze, what the heck? But we got stuck on the rail there a bit.
Well, I think you got stuck as a result of being rammed onto it. Still, you got a couple of feet, so maybe you're not going home.
Scrapper, scorched, stunned, shunted, silenced. 7.4 metres. Will that be enough to see them safe?
Robot ears, stand by.
Driver, former TV presenter Rex Garrett and his engineer mate Simon West.
It's called Recyclopse because it's made entirely out of recycled materials from scrapyards. It has a quite lethal weapon which comes out and then flips up.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So out comes Recyclopse with the tongue. Aye, aye. Will he take on Shunt there? Well, he does. And a nice little turn of pace beyond the skittles. In comes Bash. And that's finger-licking hot stuff in there. All beyond Bash and Shunt. And there's a lovely little bit of driving and crashes beyond Matilda and through.
Well, you were confident before you started, and now you must be feeling even better.
Not really. I wanted one of them to go over.
You wanted to turn one of our house robots over.
Well, certainly. That's a game, isn't it?
It's a game, but it's also impossible. No. Still, well done for finishing. Congratulations.
And finishing in the fastest time so far. Recyclopse, top of the leaderboard.
Robot ears, stand by.
Pupils Vicky Allgood and Claire Greenaway, teacher David Crosby, they call themselves the Femme Fatale.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And they send Detonator out into the gauntlets, or do they? Because he's stuck by a spike. And can't get out of the opening turntable.
And this is our robot Detonator.
This is our light sensor, which is mainly for decoration, but it's also to confuse the opposition. And this is our rammer, which is our main weapon.
Inside, we've got a petrol-driven lawnmower engine to drive us forwards, and at the back, we're going to have another engine to power us backwards.
We're hoping to do quite well in the contest, but we think we'll do much better at the battle than the obstacle courses.
It will do.
It certainly won't, and it doesn't look good. Poor old David looks about 74, 75, 76. He's a Star Trek fan. Beam him up, Scotty.
Oh, no.
Oh! That might actually have just thrust Detonator free. Given a shunt now.
Oh, no.
But back onto the railings. I'll tell you what, David. Nuclear-driven, petrol-driven, electric-driven, doesn't matter. You're not going to get very far. Not now.
Go
on, girls!
Yes.
Stop and deactivate robots.
You go to hospital and get your heart mended, and you tell me what that was like.
Awful. it wouldn't steer left at all, and then when we got the spike stuck, it got totally stuck.
Yeah, well, that spike, you must have just thought, that's it.
Yeah, we thought we were dead.
Most people hate the robots, the house ones, but you love them, yeah?
Yeah, I do now.
Well done. Congratulations.
Ooh, not quite as far as Scrapper. 7 metres. Will that be enough to save them?
Listen to that, a round of applause. That's fantastic. I could hardly bear to watch. I didn't want to watch at all.
Well, I didn't want to watch either, but I had to.
Scrapper's just gone, go, we were like, go, and we just went.